Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Okay, let me say hello to a few people and then we'll get started because we have so much to cover. Got that. And I don't know if I can do that. Yes, I can. Okay. So all righty then. Sure enough. Huh. Okay. I'm almost there, you guys. I'm almost there. There we go. All right. So now I can see who I'm speaking to. Okay. Oh, okay. There we are. So please let me say hello to Rosa Roberts, Maggie Howell, C-Mac, Gwendolyn Daniels, Rochelle Baudreau, Church Nelly, the moderator, yes, and Lee Reyes Brinson, Myra, also Lydia Washington, moderator, Verda Sanchez, Diane Hawkins, hello, and who else do we have here? Susie Q, Mary Hiker, hello. Beverly Hardy wants to say hi to some people. There we go. So I can cheat. All right, Patricia, Edith, Anita, Essie, Rosa, Jacqueline, Geraldine, hello. Arnold Saunders, I bet, hello. Cookies and Creams, Anastasia Isabella, moderator. Southern Lady, Fancy, Sister and Cece, Dolores, and all squaddies, right? And of course, I already said Cookies and Cream. I know Cookies and Cream is here. So, all right. Well, let's get underway then. So much news coming out this week. Can you guys stand it? Can you even keep up? Can you keep up? I mean, it's like the Fast and the Furious. I have besides sneaking out early this morning to go and find the Stand Donuts, if you haven't had those, they are divine. I have been pretty busy. So the one that I'm looking at right now is the one, I guess this came out last night, maybe. Last night. I don't know why that still says Prince Harry and Jill Biden together again. I don't know how to get rid of that. I don't know how I got that up there and it's still there. Ha! There it is. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle to be given the VIP status at Invictus Games. Now, I don't know what that means, and neither do you. But we know VIP, very important person or very important people, but VIP, I've never heard of it before. Now, just because I never heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm just I'm floored by this because with all of this rhetoric about security and who's going to pay for security and all that kind of nonsense that we have been getting from Narnia, the fact that finally somebody's acting like they got some sense. Um, you know, I have I can tell you when I went to the Netherlands, those were some of the friendliest people ever. Rick Steves, the travel guru, he um he called it he said it like this, that they are very frugal with their money, and he said that the Dutch people have a very believe he described it as a very denim laid back personality, just kind of cool with everything, very respectful. Um, Somewhat a very conservative country, all things considered. When you have these notions about what another country is like, when you go there, you realize it's not this, I guess Sodom and Gomorrah like you think it's going to be. So, um, of course, that's not why I went there. Anytime I tell someone, well, I went to Amsterdam, I always have to say, but I don't smoke. And you know what? Most people there don't smoke either. It's not exactly what we think it is based on, the type of reputation that they have over here. But that being said, you can still have a very good time there, and you won't you won't want for anything. I'll put it to you like that. It's not that you would want for anything because it's very modern, very cosmopolitan, and very liberal in so many ways and conservative in others, just like any other country. Don't go there and act a fool. So, that being said, I had a really good time. I stayed at some old mansion hostel. I think it was called the Y Hostel. And there was maybe 10 people in the room. And they said, well, which bed would you like? I want to say no, I want to say it was like maybe 12 beds in this big room, and maybe there was, I don't know, 8 people there already. And there was one bed that kind of stood out. It was the one where the head of the bed was inside of this gigantic old fireplace. I said, I'll take that one. Because the idea that somebody would snatch me through some invisible door in that fireplace in the middle of the night was just too exciting. So I said, "Yeah, I'll take that one." And yeah, and it was exciting. I have to say, it was quite exciting. So um, if you have not been, I would definitely recommend it. Okay, so I was taking some time to get my slides up. And we do have the first super chat from Sean today. So glad you're on. I was getting breakfast from my hotel suite, and they had a Megan effect. I had a banana with a written message on it that said, "Good luck today." Oh, Sean, that is so cool. I remember that. I remember that. I mean, yes, there was someone on morning television who lost their job that made a mockery of Megan's kindness and thoughtfulness. And, fortunately, we don't have to look at that person on that particular show again. But yeah, Susie Q wants to ask oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Susie Q wants to know, Sean, if you're in The Hague. Um, I was planning to go myself and I just couldn't. So I am quite envious, but at the same time, I am very supportive of your endeavor. I think it's wonderful if you are there. So you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but um, you know, cheers to anybody who is there right now. And that was a good question, Susie Q. I was kind of thinking that myself, but thank you so much, Sean. Happy Thursday to you, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh, I think we have an answer. I think we have an answer in the form of super chat. Conservatives lost their minds about that. Hmm. About was it something I said? But yeah. But anyway, if you are there, I'm glad for you. Hello. Let me see. Chef Sandy Love. Hello. And Sister and Cece wants to say hello to a bunch of people. So we're going to help out with that. No Country wants something to Harry and Meghan except for Britain. Um, there's this whole thing about the I can show you better than I can tell you about it. Let's see. Let me go there. Okay. So I guess you could say I snatched a few of the um, headlines from various papers. I don't remember which one this was, but or various rags, if you will. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle to receive VVIP protocol. Oh wait, I can't see that. So I got that little thing I was going to do. There we go. Protocol in the Netherlands. Okay. All right. Now let me put that back. There we go. Um, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be treated as VIP personnel when they visit the Netherlands. And why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? They really should because they are. Well, you know how I feel about them. You know how I feel about them. I think they're everything. So Diane Hawkins says, a very special and important people. The Sussexes get the respect and security they deserve unless when on Gilligan's Island. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. There we go. Now this one, okay, trigger alert, trigger alert. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle get VIP status for Netherlands trip, but there's a but coming out of Tom Sykes' mouth, but no royal FaceTime. Now, this right here is just absolutely stupid. I think this was the Daily Beast where I found this article on the left. But no royal FaceTime. This is a working trip for Prince Harry. Do you think he give a rat's behind about whether or not he has an opportunity to eat crumpets and sip tea while he's trying to pull off one of the biggest sporting events since the start of the global pandemic? And I'm saying this with much love and respect for the Dutch royal family that I don't really know. So I'm just, right now you're doing a good turn for the Sussexes. So again, I say with much love and respect to the Dutch royal family, um, Prince Harry will be working, and I'm pretty sure that he didn't go over there with the anticipation of having some kind of sit down or FaceTime with the Dutch royal family, people that he's known his entire life. This is just an attempt to muddy up things for Harry to try to put a stain on the event. I'm surprised that there hasn't been more desperation and more dirt being thrown, but then again, we haven't gotten to that point yet. So
Nobody got time for that.
That's right. That's right. You say it again, sweet.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, you know? And we don't because Prince Harry is working and work comes first. You got 20 nations represented, right? 70,000 visitors, and I forget how many athletes. And then, of course, there's all these VIPs showing up. Plus, Marguerite, Princess Marguerite, will be at the opening ceremony, and the King of the Netherlands will be there at the closing ceremony. King Willem, what difference does it make? What is this about FaceTime? It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and it's just a distraction. So, you guys, don't let them steal your joy. They're only getting started, they're just warming up. Just popping in for a bit. I started cooking. Super excited for Invictus Games and seeing our faves. Letitia Malone, I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. And you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Harry and Meghan are not representing the Queen. He is there with his wife as private citizens to promote the vets and the Invictus program, right? Um, exactly. So, yeah, as I said, it's just background noise. Speaking of background noise, so Russell Myers, or as Lorraine would say, so Russell Myers. So, Russell Myers. Okay, I'm trying to see the print there. Let me see. Okay, Harry and Meghan given VIP status by Dutch police with no credible threats. So Russell Myers, who is supposed to be a royal reporter, said that the reason why you don't see the photo is because it's that same photo that they had to try to find every time they want to make the Sussexes look pathetic, and Harry has a bit of a smirk on his face. You already know what photo I'm talking about. It's the same one they use all the time. The fact that they use that photo lets you know that they own some BS. They love to pull out that photo. If that's all you can find to try to make them look unattractive and unappealing, y'all got some work to do, because I tell you what, that is one beautiful couple right there compared to, yeah, that is one beautiful couple there, and that seem to like each other compared to, huh? Huh? It's not hard to find weird photos of them, and I hate to start off so petty, but I'm just sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that nonsense. You don't have to dig too deep to find anything weird with them. Whereas the Sussexes, they only got like, oh, I think that's the only photo they have. They try so hard. They try so hard to try to make our Duchess look unattractive. I mean, they really dig. But you know what?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, they try so hard. And you know what? Keep digging. Keep digging. Russell Myers, that's absolutely disgusting with no credible threat. That was thrown in just to anything to try to make Harry look foolish. At least Harry's doing something compared to the rest of that family. And then the Tatler. Harry and Meghan reportedly granted VIP status by Dutch police for Invictus Games this week. Could the sporting event in the Netherlands be baby Lilibeth's public debut? Now that adds a new twist to the headline. I don't know. Uh, Let me see. Harry and Meghan are not represent. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to scroll, don't I? Okay. Annie Bullard, sorry about that. Me too. I thought it was only okay. And then here, hi Baron and Squatties. Oh, I really am okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to get the step in here. FaceTime. They are busy and don't have time for hot tea and crumpets.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Where's Joan Garcia? I know she loves that. The world saw that, saw what went on with Harry. Let us watch how the UK will use the Harry and Meghan trip to bolster themselves. You're absolutely right, Sharon Davis. I've already seen where someone tried to say, "Oh, William gave Harry the seed money for the Invictus Games." I don't know whether that's true or not true. I know it came out of the Royal Foundation, which comprised of both brothers. If Harry has carried the weight of that foundation, which he has for so long, before he finally moved on to his own foundation, what does it matter? It wasn't William's personal money. Harry was the big draw for the Princess Trust. not that egghead who barely worked. I mean, come on. I saw that on the Twitter somewhere. I don't know whether it's true or not true. It doesn't even matter because whatever happened, Harry was the one that has been pulling the weight. This is why Mark Cuban said $1 billion in their lifetime. $1 billion in their lifetime because Harry has integrity and star appeal away from that family. He doesn't need to be within the confines of royal duty. People just like him as a person. That's a talent that he's born with, not something that a man in a gray suit I mean, come on. Let me see. In addition to being royals, they are high profile global citizens. They are not working for the British royal family. Exactly. Mo Shannon says Harry's game is tight and we are here for him. The haters' futile attempts to muddy him up is comical. Invictus. That's right. Hashtag Invictus. Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie. Now my day is complete. The squaddies are going to cheer Harry and Meghan and not read stupid UK tabloids. Exactly. All right. Dutch courage. Am I changing gears? I think I am. So when I change gears, that means I need a bit of a breakbeat. Okay, changing gears. Dutch courage. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle given. Oh, I guess I'm not changing. I'm sorry, you guys. Same flavor. I forgot how many of these I downloaded. But anyway, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle given VIP status by cops ahead of trip to Netherlands this weekend. Forgot which paper that. Oh, Lifestyle. And then over here. And by the way, I'm just showing you this so you can see exactly how big a deal all of this has become. I mean, Harry is going to command the world spotlight for the coming week. Harry and Meghan given via police protection Invictus Games. What is that? Faye Brown. I forgot which that was. And then there's the pathetic daily fail. Very, very important people. Harry and Meghan will be given VVVIP status in the Netherlands for the Invictus Games, affording them top-level local protection and have undergone hostile environment training ahead of visit. I believe that one of them had to go through the hostile environment training on the wedding day. As a matter of fact, one of the Sussexes actually was in a very hostile environment. And of course, when you think about it, they both were in a very hostile environment. So the training, if that did happen, is probably a little late. They needed they needed that training probably in 2016 when they met. That's when they needed hostile environment training. Can we talk here? What happened? Okay. Will be accompanied by own private security team at Invictus Games, which start on Saturday. Duke and Duchess of Sussex will also be protected by in-country officials after being designated VIPs. I am kind of, nervous about them making a big fuss about this. I would rather it was left alone, but it's everywhere now. Harry and Meghan will also direct links to all law enforcement and emergency services, but they will not get an audience with King Willem Alexander and Queen Maxima during their stay. One more time. Oh, sorry.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right. So, as I was saying, before we were so rudely daily failed, so what? The king will be there at the closing ceremony, no doubt about that. So the formal audience and dressing up, and that's not even what this is about. It's a talking point that, as you see, has made it throughout and if I see that on morning television in the United States, that they are not granted an audience with the King of the Netherlands, I am going to smash my effing TV. I promise you. I am going to snap if I see that. But don't worry, I got insurance on it. Is that the best y'all could do? Harry and Meghan will not be given audience. This was actually the day before. Will not be given audience with Netherlands King Willem Alexander or be offered a room in the royal palace on Invictus Game visit, but could be handed VIP status. So this was what they said before it became official. I don't know how to tell you this, Lord Nappy Head. I don't know how to put this to you. They rich. They rich. The Sussexes and their team have likely rented out a floor or two or three of some hotel, or they have rented a mansion. They're rich, rich, rich. How many times do I have? And plus, thanks to you and your newspaper, they're even richer now. Thanks to the lawsuits, they got even more money. You should know this. You have had to pay 12 million pounds or more, probably a lot more. You have had to pay a lot of money because of the way you treated our Duchess of Sussex. So if anybody should know that they rich, you should know. You've paid out a lot of money, Lord Nappy Head. What is it about they rich you don't get? They got money. They don't need to bum a room from anybody. Good Lord, get over yourself. You wanna be S curl model? Exactly. They already know European royal household members. A very idiotic article. It is. It is. It's just there to muddy the waters. I just, it's laughable. It is really laughable. Interesting how they are still covering Prince Harry and Meghan since they are not since they are now irrelevant. Exactly, legs. Exactly. Let me see. Harry and Meghan hater for what does that say? Okay. Harry game is tight and we are here for him. The haters futile attempt to did I see this already? Let me scroll. I'm so sorry. Where am I? Okay, William don't have no money to give except what Diana may have left him. Right now, Harry is probably worth more than Willie is at this point. Oh, I think that's what. Anyway, little typo there. Willie has to wait until he becomes the Prince of Wales. Yes, then he'll take over that Duchy of Cornwall. And curiously enough, William does not seem interested in the prince's trust. He's trying to make a way for himself. Don't be a fool, egghead. Take the prince's trust because everything that you touch fail. And I do mean everything that that you touch is a failure. Okay. All right. All right, so we are going to I'm going to scroll and scroll and scroll because I'm sure that you got 771. Good grief. You guys are pouring in. All right, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you so much for being here. And if you think there's a chance that you are not already um what do you call it? A what am I trying to say? Subscribed. Make sure you do that too. Marsha Davies says the royal family should hold their collective heads in shame, but then again, they have none. Royal family pales in comparison to the Netherlands royal family, I'm sure. Absolutely. Okay, so let's change gears. Let's change gears. Now I need a breakbeat. I do need a breakbeat. And hit it, Afro Annie. Okay. Team Ukraine safely lands in the Netherlands ahead of Prince Harry's, that is, Invictus Games. I hate to say I told you so, but one of the squaddies told me, mentioned the other day in the comments that the Ukraine team was not coming. And I just gently replied, I'm not sure that's accurate because if they are wounded warriors or if they are expats, then chances are they're, I just saw no reason why they would not participate just the same. Um, Other nations have been at war and still participated in the Olympics and Special Olympics. So why not, And so here we are. They have landed safely in the Netherlands, and I am glad for that. And you know me, if I see Omid Scobie has written about it, then I'm thinking it's probably true. So there you have it. They are there. They have landed safely. Iris, hello. Happy Thursday to you. Okay, Willie's better start working because Charles is spending it on keeping up his moral support. As if he has any morals. Okay, okay. So there you have it. Team Canada left Ottawa today for the 2020 Invictus Games in The Hague, Netherlands, run from April 16th to the 22nd, 2022. That gets a little confusing with the 2020 and the 2022. It's just that sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, what are these the real current photos? But of course it is. Best of luck to our competitors. So, and then there's this the United States Army, oh, I forgot what that means. Something, whatever. I think it's recovery and something. Anyway, there they are, proudly taking a photo. Follow their journey at the Invictus Games right here. So you can go to their Twitter account and follow or whatever social media that they're using. And then there's this. Okay, military personnel command, and that, of course, what team is that? Let me see. 500 competitors, 9 adaptive sports rather, 17 nations. Now, is this an old or a new one? I hope that's a new one. But anyway, and oh. Now, some of these are not exactly in order because I was like making my slides and pretty much um, doing things as it was coming along. So, or should I say, contributing, adding things as it would happen. So, well, let me find the slide. Well, not the slide, but the actual list so I can see the print much larger. Oh, I got it handy. I can't believe it. President Biden announced presidential delegation to the Netherlands to attend the 5th Invictus Games, and that was issued yesterday. Let me see. President Joseph R. Biden Jr. today announced designation of the presidential delegation to the Netherlands to attend the 5th Invictus Games on April 16th, 2022 in The Hague. The Honorable Pete Buttigieg, Secretary of Transportation, will lead the delegation. Members of the presidential delegation include Miss, is it Mara Verloop, Charge d'Affaires, something, United States Embassy, The Hague. The Honorable Tammy Duckworth, United States Senator, Democrat, Illinois. Honorable Donald M. Remy, Deputy Secretary of the Department of Veteran Affairs. And the Honorable Gina Ortiz Jones, Undersecretary of the Air Force. And Honorable Rory M. Brosas, I think that is, the Special Assistant to the president and executive director of joining forces. Okay, so that's the official list as it was submitted yesterday from the White House. So that's what Uncle Joe wants to do. He's sending that delegation. Now, that's the official White House delegation. I'm not sure what that means for Jill Biden or even the rumor of Kamala Harris. I'm not sure what that means. There's the official list, but then maybe for security purposes, they're not going to officially mention the others. Not sure. Favi Barron says, Oh, Muscovy is Team Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Hi, Joyce, and hope you are enjoying the rain in San Francisco. Here in Hollister, it is sunny, about 30% chance of rain. Will, but enjoy. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Fabi. And I hope you're having a great Thursday. Okay, here's another image of The Hague. So as I find them, I share them. So I believe this is the gateway to the park or the entrance to the park. As you can see, they have spared no expense to make everything as welcoming to the attendees and the athletes as possible. Big deal. As Uncle Joe would say, big effing deal. Remember he said that? Okay. And then on to this. Okay. Now I need a break beat here. I do need a break beat. Hit it, Afro Annie. So yesterday I said Google selects Prince Harry back travel list for emission data on flight searches. Again, someone said, oh, let me do the Michelle voice if I can. But you said that was from last year. Wait, no, that's what they say. They say, but that happened last year. Look at it. I did that without breaking character. Well, yes, but there was an update to the information. And as you can see on the column to the right, it was trending all day yesterday. It has been trending all day yesterday. There has, thank you. Thank you, Connie Balmer. Thank you, Mo Shannon. Thank you, Church Nelly. Oh, you want to know about the kilt? Anyway, so again, they have selected Travelist because of Prince Harry. Now, yes, Travelist did start sooner than that, and there was some announcements about it. But Google is going to officially use it as part of the buy your airplane ticket search. So if you have purchased a ticket recently, so I imagine that this just means that they are going to exclusively use Travelist, which is a not for profit. It is a not for profit. So anyway, that's enough for all that Who Shot John. But I just wanted to reiterate that that was current and trending in case there was any doubt. Okay. Do I need another break beat? Let me see. Oh yeah, I need a break beat. Here goes. Okay. Another child star lost to drugs. I hate when that happens. I mean, they have so much promise, right? This has nothing to do with anything. They have so much promise, and then this happens. And then this happens. What is happening to our children? Especially, that's it. I just wanted to share that. Okay, we good? All right, then let's move on, shall we? Hit it, Annie. Okay, so this is like a little departure from Evictus, but Invictus rather. Evictus. Oh, did I say too much? Am I telling y'all I have been evicted before? Evictus. Was that a Freudian slip? Evictus? I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no, but that almost sounds like a Freudian slip. Evict us. It's Invictus, not evict us. Phew, good Lord, what is going on? It's Invictus, not Evictus. Got it? Nobody's touching anything of mine. It's Invictus. Right. It's Invictus, not Evictus. I'd have you know that if that was the situation, if I was actually renting, I assure you that I am totally up to date. But if for any reason y'all think I'm behind, I would say a little behind, but it always say redundant when I say I'm a little behind. But if y'all think I'm behind, then y'all know what to do. Invictus. Okay, so we're going to take a little departure from Invictus. Okay, why am I talking about this guy's new Bentley? So, over the weekend, I saw where they were making a big fuss out of the fact that two hardworking parents purchased a car for their child. Now, right now, you know I ain't talking about the Queen, right? And you certainly know I'm not talking about Philip, 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 Philip. I'm not talking about the Queen and I'm not talking about Philip. I said two hardworking parents purchased a vehicle for their son. This car cost about $300,000 or 270,000 pounds. This is what that person used to drive away from his father's funeral, not the memorial service before the funeral, not the memorial service of a few weeks ago after the funeral, but Philip's real funeral. Okay. He wowed everybody with his new Bentley. Okay. And to show you how posh his lifestyle is, this Bentley was originally blue, but he wanted it painted green. I don't know if that was for honoring his father, but this green is called forest green in some countries, Windsor green, Philip green, whatever, CeeLo green, collard greens, whatever green it is, it's green. Okay, green is green, dark green. So the car was painted. Okay, so it would suit his purpose of looking posh. Very classic color. But the hardworking parents that I was speaking of are the Beckhams. Whether you like them or whether you don't, they are self made people. And they gave a gift to their son of this £500,000 electric roadster, right? It's an electric car for the newlyweds. And they, I think it was Loose Women, they were like, "Oh, I just don't know, and who um like I just said, if he can get something like this and he's never worked a day in his life, then surely if a hardworking couple like the Beckhams decide to give their child anything, and I do mean anything, then they deserve to do that. That's none of their business. None of their business. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I was sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I was sick of it. Sick of hearing about it. Right, good for the Beckhams. They do work. They have created brands for themselves and for their families, And if this is what they want to do with their money, then so be it. I don't see the harm in it. I mean, it's not like some former air hostess spending a fortune to try to get one of the dimmest light bulbs in the world into a very posh chandelier. It's not like that. So I say good for them. Okay, so time for a break beat. Time for a break beat. Uh, Hit it, Annie. Okay, so Team Ukraine arrived safely ahead of Prince Harry's Invictus Games. We are delighted. Um, as you can see there, this is one of the tweets. I found this later on and I wanted to share it. We are delighted to share the safe arrival of Team Ukraine ahead of their participation in the Invictus Games, The Hague 2020, which of course is now 2022. They have been training for this event as part of their recovery and are looking forward to being a part of the Invictus community in person once again. And so there it is, just to show you what they were sharing with us. There's an up close of it. And there's Team Ukraine. Like I say, it warms my heart to know that in spite of everything that is going wrong in Ukraine, that they have still trained. And of course, the training started long before the war, the invasion, the all that awful stuff. And so they're there, and I'm glad for it. Yes, listen to Lydia. Hit that like button, please. Okay. The Cambridges are on a skiing holiday. I'm sure they are trying to avoid hearing about a successful Invictus and a triumphant Harry. You got that right. Thank you for that, Marilyn Matthews. Okay, will someone please tell Afro Annie to get a DNA test? I was going to talk about that later. I am going to talk about that later. It's a gift, and unlike some other people who give gifts, I bet you they won't expect repayment from their son. I know what you mean. Like if somebody gives you some rundown, swampy, mosquito infested property as a wedding present, which is really a bunch of boxes glued together. Um, I think they had to remove asbestos and all kind of stuff they had to do to prepare this house, only for the tabloid media to go on and on and on about it as though they were just gifted the Taj Mahal. um, that assault went on for months until they finally left. And then they ended up, oh, I don't even want to think about that right now. I don't even want to think about it. But yes, I understand your point. And that is exactly what happened. Okay, so on to this one. And just like that, Invictus Team USA is off to the Invictus Games, the Netherlands. And that is the Invictus, a U.S. Invictus team departing. So that's a really cool shot. And then there's this one, Her Majesty and Custodian of the Crown, Her Royal Highness, His Royal Highness, Prince Radu, patron of and the Minister of the National Defense, met the Invictus Romania team representing our country. They got some cool uniforms. I love those uniforms. Those are so cool. I mean, I don't know where else you could wear them, but those are really nice. I love those. Those are the best ones I've seen so far. Those are the best. Let's see. Can the chamber just stop wasting reparation money on frivolous holidays? Just asking for Jamaica, Belize, Bahamas, and others with no time for frolics in the snow. She went there. She went there. Okay, and I forget. Oh, Francesca? Yeah, Francesca posted this. I'm trying to be more diligent about giving credit to where I found some of these slides. So this is not exactly how it was on their page, but I laid it out so we could see it clearly. So there's Princess Marguerite christening the official tulips for the Invictus Games. There's King Willem on the bottom there to your left. And in the middle, that is Denmark's royal family. And you may notice that that says 2018, but that's the photo that was used for this collection. And there he is again on the left side. In June 2021, the Danish Invictus Game team gathered for the first time in a long time. The reason was the transfer of Invictus Game coins to participants. His Royal Highness Crown Prince attended the event at the, can't pronounce the name of that place, and presented 5 participants with the team with the defense medals for injured in service. Okay, so that was for Denmark. Okay, and Denmark's flag is red and white, so that's why they're wearing the very bold, stylish red track jackets. Okay. Stephanie Brown says the Invictus Games is going to be a great success. The world will see the true Prince Harry away from the royal family. It will be true validation for leaving royal family. Love it. Well, you know what? Um, since you said that, and I'm going to dedicate this one to you, Stephanie Brown. I'm going to dedicate this one to you. Um, turn the sound up on your devices, please. Turn the sound up.
Admire Prince Harry a lot. For him to be using his name to put attention to these games, I think it's really respectable. He's very genuine, and you can tell that he takes this cause at heart.
Okay, so thank you for the reminder. And that, of course, was dedicated to you for what you just said. And because I'm a little absent-minded, I forgot who said that. It was something Brown, wasn't it? That's that old creeping in. But you know who that was. So that was dedicated to you. You know, I can't remember anybody's name. I mean, it's just like it's there and it's gone. But yeah, that was dedicated to you. Ah, Susie Q, that's very sweet. I'm glad to hear that. Um, yeah, I found that and I tweaked it a little bit to make it more Royal Sussex friendly, but I had to just tweak it just a little bit for our taste. Okay, so thank you. Oh, Stephanie, there you go. That was who it was. Stephanie Brown. Thank you, Baron. I truly enjoy you. Me, Stephanie, you make me laugh all the time. Well, thank you, and I promise I am going to remember Stephanie Brown. Okay, thank you for reminding me to play that video. That was for you. Okay, so moving on. Look at that face. You know, it's something about this guy's face Now, I'm going to get a little tearful because you can see what these games mean for this fellowship, for this brother and sisterhood, for the wounded warriors. You could just see it in his eyes. Look at that pride. Look at that pride. I'm telling you, we are going to be a mess by the time these games are over with. We are going to be a slobbering, weeping, blubbering mess from all of this inspiration. I mean, it just makes me want to, be more fit and active because it's like for any of us that are able bodied to any degree or disabled to any degree, it's like it takes all the excuses away to not do something for ourselves, mentally, physically, to challenge ourselves. It just takes all the excuses away. So that's the inspiration that I'm feeling from the Invictus Games right now. So, do we have a new member? Let's see. Oh, no, you've been a member for 6 months. I see that. Okay, I'm looking for it on my other screen here, but let me catch this before it disappears. Um, a Kathun, a Kathun, member for 6 months. Wow, thank you so much for that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you for being a member. Now, weird thing is, I don't see it on one screen, but I see it on the other. Well, that is that. I'm not going to complain about the StreamYard, but all of these services, they can do so much and then they get kind of weird on you. So I'm just glad it's working. I'm glad I can be here with you all. To everyone celebrating a birthday today, may God bless you today and always. May you be blessed with many more. That's right, Miranda Rios. Happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. And I'm so sorry if I miss any announcements while I'm working here because I'm usually setting up and doing other stuff. So I do miss a lot of things. Good news and bad. I miss so much and I do apologize for that, but it's just kind of the nature of things with this work. So yeah, this guy right here, I'm telling you, this guy right here. I see it in his eyes. I see it in his eyes. So this is the Invictus Games. What to see and do. Read it and see you in The Hague. From let me see. Okay, April 16th. Yep, that's what it said. So that's the Invictus Park. They're going to rename it for the purposes of the games. It will officially no longer be, I think it was, I can't even remember the name, but yes, Invictus Park during the game. So if you are in the Netherlands and you don't know where to go in The Hague for the event, just tell them you're looking for the Invictus Park and they'll point you in the right direction. Now, when I was in Amsterdam, back in those days, we're talking 2009, the smartphone was kind of a new thing, if it was even available. I don't even think it was available. At least it wasn't for me. And I had to do things the old fashioned way. I was on a 32-day trip at that time. And when I needed to look up something online, I either had to go to an internet cafe or I had to find a library. Well, fortunately, there was one right there in central Amsterdam. And this nice lady, I was just like, excuse me, can you tell me how I can find the library? Is something bibliothèque, Bible, Bibli. So Bible tech, bibliothèque. That's how they say library. And the book place. And she kind of looked a little puzzled. And so I started being a little condescending. I was like, can you tell me how to find the library, the bibliothèque? She said, oh, I understand you just fine. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to tell you to get there. Now, I want to say the ratio is 92% of the Dutch speak fluent conversational English. Yes, y'all, I'm talking about my many trips to Europe. I knew I saw something out the corner of my eye. But yeah, it was as though I was talking to someone in the United States that spoke perfect English. So, if you are afraid of foreign travel or you're nervous about the language, believe me, if you got some money, everybody speaks English. Thank you, Julia Gardner, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you for being here on Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Thank you for listening to me talk about my many trips to Europe. Huh? Huh? Y'all hating. Y'all hating. That means you too. And you know what? You know you better quit Mo Shannon because you get the mother load of souvenirs wherever I go. So you know you ought to stop. Okay. Y'all know I love Italy, right? Oh, God's Child is are you a new member? Yes, I see that. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining Royal Sussex. So if you notice here, um, Luxbox, we are Invictus is a huge event, reverberating. I can't even say that. Reverberating around the world, founded by Harry, a good man with deep wells of love and compassion. Out of his heart flowed Invictus. He got warriors behind him. He can't lose. Hashtag Prince Harry. Hashtag Invictus Games NL. Hashtag Meghan Markle. Hashtag Meghan. Hashtag Royal. Oh, how beautiful is that? Hashtag perfection. So there's Harry speaking to the Italian team at one of the past Invictus Games. And that just seemed like the right segue for me to remind y'all that Meghan, one of us, Meghan, one of us, not the Baldy, but Meghan, one of us. Now, I'm not going to show you the one where that sign, they had some disparaging remark that is about the Queen. I'm not going to show y'all that one again, but I'll show y'all next time after the games. But Megan, one of us, and don't forget that. Too late for these games, but wondering if Dusseldorf Invictus Games Chocolate Thunder might sponsor a venue instead of Land Rover. How dare you use my stripper name, my male exotic dancer name? How dare you? I'm so embarrassed. Um, that's my well. When I'm working, I call it the rain dance because they make it rain. That's my rain dance. Ladies and gentlemen, for your consideration, Chocolate Thunder. Okay. Oh, the squatties don't forget, do they? You're welcome, Baron. Love you to bits. Sending much love from the UK. God's child, thank you, and thank you for being a member as well. Okay, let me see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, let's see what's next. So there's Harry riding his bike around. That is from, before. I think that was from 2020 when they were promoting the games, was it? But just thought I'd share these again. I know I've shared them before. And we're not going to step away from Invictus, but what we are going to do is have a break beat so that I can talk about someone that I think is really special, someone that inspires me. Senator Tammy Duckworth, Democrat, Illinois. And Deputy Veteran Affairs Secretary Ronald Remy will also join the United States delegation to the Games, along with Air Force Undersecretary Gina Ortiz Jones and Rory Broyce something, Broyce, who runs the White House Joining Forces program to support military families. But I'm here to showcase Tammy Duckworth. She is a wounded veteran. While serving in Iraq, I believe it was, the helicopter that she was on was shot down. And as a result of that, she lost both of her lower limbs. I believe from the knee down, maybe. But anyway, Tammy Duckworth is pretty special. And oh dear, I hope. Oh, well, I thought I had more slides for her, but I think perhaps I put them in another. Oh, how did that work out? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's in a different. But anyway, so Tammy Duckworth, I will show her to you later on. I promise. But somehow it's not in order. But she is a wounded warrior, and I'm very glad that she's going to be there. Okay, so now we get a little messy, just a little messy. More, well, more or less messy. I'll let you decide for yourself, but just a slight messiness. Um, let me see. One, two, three. That one is, which one is this one? Yeah, that's four. Hmm. Hold on, you guys. Let me check this out. Make sure I got this right. Huh. One, two, three, four, five, six. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think I got that. Oh, there. You know what? Never mind. You know what? I just skipped one space on the slide. That's Tammy Duckworth. It is in order. Pay me no attention. That is Tammy Duckworth. One of the photos just did not highlight, and so I thought it was the end of the loop for those slides, but it was not. There she is. She's a mom. She's a mom. Every day is a gift, Tammy Duckworth. So, in case you don't know her, you will see her at the Invictus Games. She is the Democrat. Well, Dick Durbin is one of the senators from Illinois. And then there is Tammy Duckworth, who is the other senator. She's the junior senator. And anyway, I love her. She's an inspiration to me. I love Tammy Duckworth. I just cannot say that enough. I love her for giving the Orange Minister what for. I love her for her courage, and the fact that sustaining an injury as severe as that, or injuries as severe as that, and yet she has still managed to work incredibly hard at her job. Um, and yeah, so that was it. I just wanted to share those. And then there's a little more messy coming along. But first, I got to help somebody out because he's asking for a friend. Thank you so much, Sean. And since Sean is trying to help a friend out, I'm going to help Sean. Um, I think she's a little salty today. I want to say she's just a little salty. Anytime your grandson goes on a vacation to the Caribbean and lose half of the Commonwealth, then of course you're going to be a little. Okay. Please forward that message to your friend, Sean. I love that asking for a friend. And thank you, Teresa Wiseman, for the super chat. Baron, let me say that. Okay, bring it, Baron. Been waiting for some messy. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay, so the little messy that I have for you guys, there it is. Um, if you notice, Afro Annie on her tour of Australia and New Guinea, how is it her eyes just locked on to bruh man? Huh? I don't know if she thought she saw a relative. So y'all, somebody said, I want to see some DNA. It's in her eyes. It's in her hair. Out of all the people in the reception line, oh, I'm sorry, in this row of military servicemen waiting for Her Royal Highness to inspect them, her eyes just locked on to somebody that just genetically feels very comfortable, to talk to. You know how usually we say, well, they always seem to find one of us so they can make it seem like they like us. I think this one says she's one of us. I got that feeling. I got that feeling. And the older she gets, the more that little woman of African descent seems to kind of crawl out of her hair follicles. So I just thought that was interesting. The only photo that I could find of her talking to those guys in line, she just so happens to be talking to bruh man. So just saying for a friend. And then there's this. I hate to be the one to point it out. I really hate to be the one to point it out. But when you got a head like that, do not stand in front of a bunch of wooden blocks. Because all I could think of, look at old blockhead. Look at old blockhead. All I could think of was the fact that his head reminds me of a big wooden block. And then because of his follically challenged head, it also reminds me of a tree because when it's just like I would be nervous to meet him, not because I think he's an awful person, but because your eyes are naturally drawn up to the few leaves at the top, right? Just like if you ever, watch people speak to him, their eyes are usually drawn to the few hairs at the top. So, yeah. Either way, I just think it was kind of weird that he would stand in front of blocks of wood, but this has been the best thing that he's been able to do to, I guess, snap back or clap back at the Sussexes. He's still talking about that Earth flop. He's still talking about Earth flop. Boring. With so many people homeless and hungry and suffering from lack of heating, the only topic that the future could think to talk about is the environment and that there's too many brown people and black people in other countries. That's the only thing that preoccupies him. The fact that you know what he said. All we could do is a little smile and a wave, and that's about all we can do. Yeah, we heard you the first time. But yeah, that was all he could do was offer a smile and a wave, and all he can do otherwise is talk about there's too many black and brown people in other countries. I think we heard him say that, and that he seemed to be shocked that there was actually a war. I can't say it without laughing. He seems to be shocked that there's a war in Europe. I still can't get past that one either. Okay, so and then there's this. You guys, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant. Not too bad, but what a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. He's talking about the environment. I'm going to go fast with this, though. I think I'm going to go pretty fast with it. He's talking about the environment, right? But yet, planes, trains, and automobiles, and don't forget helicopters. These are three of the biggest offenders in all of the United Kingdom. Three of the biggest right there. Royals spent more than £13 million of public money on private flights and helicopter journeys. The hypocrisy, the vanity, the narcissism, and by the way, I forgot to credit the squatty that. Oh wait, did I? Let me go back. Uh, yep, I forgot to credit the squatty that posted this, but yeah, those are their words, not mine. Um, my project. Who remembers that is a plagiarism from America, right? This is actually something that Prince William has adapted from a already existing. I think it was the Earth Shot, not Earth Shot, Moonshot, Moonshot, Earth Shot, same thing. So hypocrisy, vanity, and narcissism. Me, my project. Who remembers that is a plagiarism from America? And of course, this is that look that they had before they left to go back home to the UK so they can start sending the Windrush people back to Jamaica. They had to hurry up and get home so they could get them chartered flights out. And then there's this. This is one of the things that there's a group on Twitter, abolish the monarchy. That's what they call themselves. No, the Republic group or something like that. The Republicans, but British Republicans. William and Kate making an effort to save the planet. Just a hint of English sarcasm there. This is them making their way to the helicopter, and by emitting as much fossil fuels, I mean, using as many fossil fuels and carbon, they can actually help save the world. Don't ask me how that works. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Even the Sun has written about this in the past. Prince William pushes population control in Africa. The increased pressure on Africa's wildlife and wild spaces as a result of human population presents a huge challenge for conservationists. Nothing to speak of the people. He's only thinking of himself. Although Africa is one of the most least populated continents, it's still something for him to talk about. This is actually a billboard. Prince William, helicopter flights, private jets, multiple huge homes, personal train, climate change hypocrite. I just felt like calling him out. Then that's when I'm supposed to go over here. There's the private jets. There's the helicopters. Carbon footprints. Carbon footprints. I mean, you got to leave it to the tabloids. They can think of some doozies, can't they? Carbon footprints. And then, of course, the Flybe scandal. Remember that? When they sent that private jet so that they can look like they were economical and conscious of the environment. William and Kate are spotted outside Heathrow Airport with children. They had the bags and backpacks and everything, just like a typical British family that happened to have a fleet of jets and helicopters at their disposals. And oh, yes, don't forget a private plane. Okay? Then there's this. Airline bosses flew empty aircraft 123 miles to Norfolk just to pick up Prince William and Kate because they wanted Flybe branding shown off for royal publicity stunt. Right? Okay. Kate commute home in $8 million helicopter and you pay for it. And then there's that. No pack trains for us. Will and Kate's commute home in $8 million $8 million pound helicopter. I'm sorry, $8 million pound helicopter, and you pay the bill. I mean, just blatant hypocrisy. This guy has no filter. How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? You are out here talking about the planet, the earth, the environment, but you're not giving up that helicopter. There's trains all over the UK. You don't need that. You want it, but you don't need it. Royal family flew enough miles to get to the moon and back in last 5 years. And then this not a self-made person has the nerves to complain about American billionaires getting involved in space. William Blass space tourism. At least they made their own money. William Blass Bezos, Jeff Bezos. Again, a self-made man, like him or not. And then there's this. Prince William pushes population control in Africa. 3 children, 2 homes, and a fleet of Range Rovers. And don't forget on the left there's that private 8 million pound helicopter. Oh, you know what I just realized? Not to be shady, but I just realized they do have some more. They have found some more eco-friendly ways to travel. I almost forgot about that. They have found more, carbon neutral ways to travel. Remember? Yeah. About what, 10, 11 years ago, they found a more environmentally friendly way to travel. After all, those are the Cambridges. William and Kate Middleton's Kensington Palace flat reimbursed cost the taxpayers £4.5 million. And guess what? They didn't have to pay it back. They didn't have to pay it back. They weren't humiliated and pressured in any way. They don't have to pay that money back. Not at all. And this is when they finally decided to try to look like everybody else and take the train to Scotland for that COP, PO2, whatever it is. And take a close look at Kate. Kate is wearing a little souvenir that she received from her mother, the air hostess. You see it? She's wearing a little something left over from British Airways. You see it? Yep, she's wearing that little scarf or whatever. I believe that belonged to the air hostess. I kept looking at that. I'm like, why does that look familiar? Well, that's probably something from British Airways when her mom was an air hostess. And if you ask me, she's still an air hostess. And then, of course, there's this, right? Thank you, taxpayers. Um, they're actually living off the taxpayers while some people are hungry, homeless, and unable to heat their homes. And of course, the eco-friendly prince flew all the way to Dubai or wherever it was to plant a tree, and then he went back home. So this pie is for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Bon appetit. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest since they're always picking on the Sussexes. Now, Chris Ship, that's Chris Ship with a P, not a T. Chris Ship with a P, not a T. Somebody made this on and I'm sorry I didn't get the name again, darn it. But anyway, I like this one much better than the one I used yesterday. There you have Chris Ship saying that he wasn't going to talk about the Sussexes anymore, right? After Wednesday, I don't think they come under my brief anymore. But lo and behold, Meghan and Harry back in Europe together for the first time since leaving royal family as they both head to Invictus Games in the Netherlands. Thank you, Chris Ship with a P, not a T. That's Chris Ship. Ship as in shipwreck. Chris Ship with a P, not a T. All right, a little more messy. That is Afro Annie's husband. Now, as you guys may have heard yesterday, Afro Annie does not require a hairdresser, as evident by, well, by her hair. Take a look at her head. I believe it. So Afro Annie does not require a hairdresser. Okay, I buy that. Afro Annie packed her own bags, right? Looks like Afro Annie packed her husband's bag. What in the world happened to his hat? Did somebody pack his hat? What happened to his hat? Yes, the hat. I saw that hat, and he doesn't look pleased by it. That man is hot. What happened to his hat? I guess that very delicate flower that he's married to obviously packed the hat for him, because it looks like something that, if she, maybe she put her boots on top of it or something. I don't know. But look at his face. Look at his face. He is angry. I mean, angry. That I can't say this is how she lost the first husband, but if she's not careful, she's gonna drive this one away too. But I don't know what happened to that man's hat, but the hat looked like the carriage ran over it. Yeah, she just I don't know what happened. Oh, you think she got the knuckle dusters out? Say that again. Say it again. Uh, there's not enough oil in the Exxon Valdez to fix that hair. Let me see. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Another super chat from Sean. God knows she needs one. That hair is just fried. Now, if I didn't know better, it kind of looks like somebody who don't know how to use a pressing comb pressed her hair. Like, she did it herself. Let me see. I know that he is a so-called royal expert who writes about Meghan screaming at the what is that, UN? Which is a lie because nobody else said that. Well, I know Robert Lacey wrote the book about the two princes, but I mean, he's written several books, and Robert Lacey was a consultant on the Crown. So he goes way back when it comes to reporting on that family, but I don't see him to be any more credible than Tina Brown or any of the rest of the royal rodents. So other than that, I don't know much about him. I do know the publishing company is owned by Rupert Murdoch, so that's not a good sign. Let me see. Recreating a scene from the Queen's visit to Australia in the same carriage used in the 1950s. Yet, Billy and Silly tried to blame Jamaica for their Jeep disaster. Well, you know what? I wonder if her husband, aside from the fact that somebody sat on his aside from the fact that somebody sat on his hat, I wonder if he's thinking about how ridiculous and how colonial this looks. I don't know. But God, the look on that man's face. Yeah. I mean, and it's not just one picture. There's several of them where he there's several of them where he just looks like he's ready to choke somebody. I don't know. It almost looks like he's sitting in the loo or something, like he's on the toilet. That's how he's sitting with his hands clasped together. Shouldn't he be smiling and waving? Well, maybe he is smiling. Maybe he is smiling. I don't know. You're right about that, Connie. You're so right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So just to change gears a little bit, and you know what? That print is so small. I'm going to have to get a copy that I have here on the side somewhere. Okay. How much I dislike the Daily Mail. And this was written by Brian Bilston. Brian Bilston. How much I dislike the Daily Mail. I would rather eat quavers that are 6 weeks stale, blow dry the man bun of Gareth Bale, listen to a song of Jimmy Nail, than read one page of the Daily Mail. If I was bored in a waiting room in Perivale on a 12-hour trip on NetRail, halfway through the circumnavigational sail, I would rather not read the Daily Mail. I would happily read the autobiography of Dan Quayle, selected scripts from Emmerdale, 1,001 Things You Can Do with Kale, if it meant I didn't have to read the Daily Mail. Far better to stand outside in a storm of hail than spend lockdown with a killer whale. Scratch a blackboard with fingernail, then have to read the Daily Mail. If I was blind and it was the only thing in Braille, I still would not read the Daily Mail. Brian Bilston. So, Brian, let me get this right. You just don't want to read the Daily Mail? But you got to admit, Lord Nappyhead's paper is good for wrapping up fish. I love that. Okay, all I can say, Prince Harry did his part on having only 2 beautiful children, and Will goes on to have 3 kids, and just goes on to talk about population in Africa. Right? What a hypocrite. I agree, because I will be running over some royals and royal medias for real. Kate, you know I'm on probation. I can't talk about stuff like that. You're going to get me locked up. The Daily been failing news lovers since its inception. I already said this earlier. You know, if anybody wants to read an autobiography by Dan Quayle rather than read the Daily Mail, now you know that's desperation. Okay, so here's this. Let me have a break beat. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Okay, one more sip of water. Okay, Camilla always unnerved by Prince Harry's resentful stares. Prince Harry reportedly, this is from the GO News, by the way. Prince Harry reportedly left Camilla feeling extremely unnerved with his resentful stare. I wonder, why is this even news? Why do they think this is newsworthy? Prince Harry would reportedly leave Camilla feeling rather unnerved with his resentful and smoldering stare after her marriage to Prince Charles. This revelation has been made by royal biographer Tina Brown, and according to her findings, when Prince Harry would reportedly leave Camilla feeling rather unnerved with his resentful and smoldering stare after her marriage to Prince Charles. This revelation, it repeats. I'm sorry, it repeats from the first one. While William has accepted Camilla in terms of what she means to his father, he's been grown up about it. My father loves this woman. I can't fight it, so I won't. You can't fight it, William, because you a punk. Anyway, she also went on to explain Harry, on the other hand, can't stand Camilla. He doesn't want Camilla to be queen. He's very angry that it is happening. Now, I can't believe that. I don't think Harry cares one way or the other. That is about Camilla being queen. Who stays up at night about that? Especially when your father lied and said that she wasn't going to be queen. She was going to be the princess consort, right? He lied to get people on board by saying she would be the princess consort, not the queen. And then that happened when he went over there and slipped that document, allegedly, in his mother's red box when she thought she saw Philip, Philip, Philip. Remember that? So, and of course, anyway, so what if he is? So what if he's giving her the look? And by the way, I added that photo to the conversation. That wasn't in the paper. But do you guys, I always like to think that Camilla is a rugged old soul. I mean, something tells me that nothing can really bother her. Does this look like somebody who is an easy touch or a soft touch? I mean, what could ever affect her? Can you guys think of anything? Because I can't. What affects this lady? I don't know. But I'll tell you what I do know. Um, if you guys remember, Camilla was literally brought to tears whilst visiting a women's, what do you call it? A shelter for domestic abuse or violence or whatever. Anyway, she was literally moved to tears. I mean, she was as tearful as a silky chicken. Um, yeah, you couldn't tell her from a silky chicken. She was so upset when she heard women talking about being abused. Although I have to say, I hate to be the one to point this out, but I can think of someone a little closer to her that was abused, not only by, her husband, but, by someone else that wasn't even part of the family was able to abuse her. I'm just saying, I could think of someone else who found themselves on the business end of abuse. So, take that for what it's worth. I'm just saying that, when it comes to abuse, there's no monopoly on that from other marriages. You can find that without going too far. So, anyway, your thoughts about that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, by the way, the silky chicken is on the right. Camilla's on the left. Uh let me see. Tina Brown needs to shut the F up. She hasn't spoken to Harry. I mean, hasn't spoken to Harry, nor will she ever. She has no idea what he thinks of the home wrecker person. Exactly. It's all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Well, someone asked me a few minutes ago, what did I think about Robert Lacey or what do I know about him? The thing is, these writers, It's just like with the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail or Fail is not about profits. I don't think any of these tabloids really are as much into profits as they are forcing a political agenda. They're using the royal family as a branch of the right wing movement. And of course, in the United States, it takes on a whole different texture, but it's still the same thing where you have tabloid like media pushing narratives and essentially reprogramming the minds of the masses to get things to go their way, to create a lot of confusion, to sow seeds of doubt. That's what it's about. That is why someone like a Robert Lacey, in my opinion, writes a book like that, is because, again, they are weaponizing the Queen's age. They're using the royal family for political purposes. Robert Lacey writes for, what is it, Random House? No, not Random House. Oh gosh, whatever the company is, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch. So they don't expect to make a lot of money for these books. And just like with Tom, what is his name? Tom Barrow, whatever his name is, that worthless old coot. Just like with that person, he's getting a huge sum of money to write the book, and then he'll go on a book tour, which is, a chance for him to talk about the book, but really it is part of the agenda to push the narrative of the right wing. And of course, the little byproduct of that is they also get a chance to hate on the Sussexes at the same time. These are some very powerful institutions that the Sussexes are going against. But fortunately, as I've said time and time again, there are no leaks in Montecito, so at least they have that on their side. They're not in Narnia. They're no longer over in Narnia. So with that, they have the security of essentially being American citizens. Of course, Meghan is already a citizen. I don't know what Harry's status is at this point, but he's a property owner and he owns a big property, and he also provides jobs. And so when it comes to, even if it's a green card status, he's in a very powerful position right now because he essentially employs people. And when you employ people, your status with a green card is very different from people who are just coming here because they have no place else to go. I'm just saying, it's very different. So rich people get a different place in line. It's just a fact. They call it a science visa, education visa, if you can employ people visa. If you can hire enough people, you're in. So he ain't going nowhere. Whatever. So and that's just the way it is. So they're in a good place right now. Maybe another reason the Sussexes did not attend the Brooklyn Beckham wedding. Father of the bride is a supporter, friend of Rupert Murdoch and the Orange Menace. Ah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, and they're busy. They're busy. The Sussexes are going to have one of the best weeks of their married lives. She is a liar, Baron, since it was only recently the world, included Harry, found out that she was going to be queen. When did she speak with Harry? Exactly. That's I think I just kind of said that. She was supposed to be the princess consort, princess consort, princess of Wales, queen consort. I find it hard to believe that Harry even cares about that. um I don't think he's looking backwards now. He's like having the best possible life he can have away from that institution. So he's not looking back, he's looking forward. And whenever he has any doubts or second thoughts about anything, he has his family. He has a family now. And they tend to downplay the fact that this man has a family. Everything is different. Whatever he was feeling, um, whatever like incomplete feelings that he had, whatever doubts or anything like that, everything changes when the kids come along. It's not just enough to be married, but now he's got children. So um, that life is behind him, and they can do whatever they can to try to hurt him or try to muddy him up. Makes no difference. That's not his life anymore. His life is over here. These clowns that write for propaganda get lots of money. If the book don't make money, who is footing the bill? If the books don't make money, um, again, uh, I don't think the Daily Fail is very profitable. I don't think the Sun is very profitable. I mean, don't get me wrong; they make big profits, but um, they're driven by political purposes. The idea that they may get the occasional lawsuit or something like that, that doesn't seem to matter. They have a bottomless pit, a whale of money. Fox News doesn't make much money, but they push a political agenda. It was more important to push these agendas than it was profits. The profits are secondary, but that's just my opinion. But I really don't think that they're so driven by profits, because they do a lot of things that leave them wide open for lawsuits and such, and yet they do it anyway because they feel as though they can get away with it. I'd be interested to see what their books look like, but I just don't see them as incredibly profitable companies because we are saturated with news. The legacy news agencies and such, nobody's making money like they used to. We are saturated. So I don't think that they make a lot of money, but I think it's more about the political agenda. They own a right to in the toilet. Thank you for that, Annie Bullard. Okay, Josephine Young says, still can't type right. I need okay, okay. Talk to me after the no, I'm just kidding. Happy Holy Week. Oh, it's Good Friday tomorrow. Is Good Friday tomorrow? I think it is, right? Let me check the calendar. But Easter is Sunday. Good Friday is tomorrow, right? Yes, Good Friday and Passover. Yep, tomorrow is Good Friday. Interesting things happened for me on a Good Friday. Okay. Harry cares for the 3 people who he knows will have his back and won't stab him. He is protecting the ones who will be there for him. Well, 4 people. Don't forget Queen Doria. Speaking of which, let's give love to our 2 queens, the queen of everything, Doria, and the queen of our hearts, Princess Diana. Yeah, Doria is essential to that family, absolutely essential. And I'm so glad that the Sussexes have Doria as part of their family. Very glad. I think that Doria is one of the things that has made everything work because they have someone that they can trust. Harry has someone that he can trust. Someone that is his family now that he can trust. So thank goodness for that. Okay, the jealous rage monster brother is. Oh, by the way, you guys, I got another. Do I? Hold on, let me see. I think I have another video that I wanted to show you guys. I think it's kind of short. Let me see. Do I? Oh, okay, you guys. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. But stay with it because it's going someplace, okay? Trigger warning. But stay with it.
Ready to move forward with her family? Oh, certainly. And as far as the media is concerned, I think there has been this kind of laying off in the sense that actually we were all a bit complicit, weren't we, in her mental...
Camilla, do you think she's ready to...
Okay, I'm going to start it over again because I had that up there. But if you read the caption, it said, and thank you, Glow. Glow, you mighty warrior, thank you. Camilla Tominley says the media was complicit in Britney Spears' mental health breakdown and how it wouldn't happen today as we know more about mental health and public figures deserve more support. Wait a minute. Wait. It wouldn't happen today as we know more about mental health and public figures deserve more support. Now, of course, I could not show you the video, even though this was a screen record. I just don't want to take chances. So I'm using still photos in place of the video. But this was recorded from, I guess, Glow's television. Now, she said that it wouldn't happen today because we know more about public figures and mental health. Okay? It wouldn't happen today. I don't know what qualifies as today, but it wouldn't happen today because we know more about public figures and mental health. Okay, so I'm going to start it over again. Listen carefully. I'm going to mute my mic so there's no feedback.
Do you think she's ready to move forward with her family?
Oh, certainly. And as far as the media is concerned, I think there has been this kind of laying off in the sense that actually we were all a bit complicit, weren't we, in her mental breakdown. I think if you reflect on it now, the fact that we were party to her shaving her head and all of those photographs and the fact that she was discombobulating in front of the world's prying eyes, I think is difficult now for people to reflect upon, because I don't think that would happen these days. We know a lot more about mental health and also people in the public eye deserving a bit more support. So I think everyone will be heavily in favour.
Yeah.
Shireen, do you think after this baby...
I look forward to the arrangements for the Platinum Jubilee, which...
Okay. Let me go back just a little bit. Can she hear herself or just thinks it's okay to dehumanize Meghan Markle? Glow, thank you so much for sharing this, because otherwise I don't have access to this here in the United States, so I would never see it. But can she hear herself? You have to wonder, because as you know, she talks out of both sides of her mouth, okay? So I'm going to play the rest of it. This was part of the same interview on This Morning, but okay, watch this other part. It's not about Britney Spears. It's about Meghan and Harry.
So I think everyone will be heavily in favour.
Yeah.
Shireen, do you think after this baby...
I look forward to the arrangements for the Platinum Jubilee, which will be a cause of celebration, Matt. I look forward to celebrating.
But it's also interesting that this book could possibly be released at the same time as Harry's book,
yes.
which is apparently going to be controversial, and it's going to open up more doors. Give us an insight into
I get I've come to the point of view that there is literally nothing that Harry and his wife can do that won't immediately generate hostile headlines from the very same people who think it's wonderful that we pay for some woman to walk a mile in the Queen's shoes so her feet are more comfortable while they languish in 7 palaces, which means 6 are unoccupied at any one time, with thousands of Ukrainians looking for homes. Yeah, we can read the soft soap, that the nice spin on how wonderful the royal family is. But I'm much more interested in the stuff that Harry's actually doing. The Invictus Games, which I think we might talk about.
Yeah.
That's something that's important to him, and real and visceral, and doesn't involve people in ivory towers spending our taxes.
That's a beautiful segue.
Yeah. So next up, Matthew, Meghan and Harry back in Europe together for the first time since leaving the royal family. What do you make of that?
So I think first time in 2 years, immediately everyone's going, well, why wasn't he at Philip's memorial? All I would say is if he knew that Prince Andrew was going to walk his grandmother down the line, then maybe that's why he didn't want to go to the funeral. I wouldn't want to go to a funeral under a memorial under circumstances such as that. He's going to the Invictus Games because it means a lot to him. He's left the royal family, so I don't know where we would expect to see him there. I don't know what Camilla thinks, but I suspect she'll have the inside track on this. The Invictus Games runs over a period of time that coincides with the Queen's birthday, I believe, and that gives him, I think, a couple of days where he could potentially come over here. But he's got a suit, hasn't he? He's brought a suit against the Home Office in America for failing to provide him with protection officers. So if he's seen...
Okay, you guys. That is the other thing I wanted to share with you all. Excuse me. And I almost forgot to show it. Almost forgot just that fast, as much as I worked on putting that together. Again, per copyright, I was only able to show the still photos. I don't know who the guy was with the gray hair, but thank you for taking up Harry's defense and setting the record straight. Shows exactly who she is. They can only empathize with whoever looks like them, hypocrites. And okay, got that. I'm going to go backwards a bit here. That was Matthew Wright speaking. Let me see. It was his show that Jeremy Vine took over. Jeremy is a trigger. We want Matthew back. I like Matthew. Okay, so it's okay that you humanize biracial woman who never did anything wrong to start a campaign of hate against her. Okay, and Connie says, is insignificant that Tomini or rest of those lunatics. Thank you. And I'm going backwards a bit here, you guys. Harry is in the lap of luxury. I'm sure he doesn't care about being the fifth wheel in to them ignoramuses, ignoramus people over there. Thank you. Cookies and Cream says, I can't wait for these R-word cretins to get their comeuppance. Pamela Porter, Church Nelly, they really need to stop. Okay, I'm going to go back the other way. Okay, Sharon Davis says, does she think Duchess Meghan cares what she wants to, what she want to be? Thinks, let me see. Duchess has the man, the money, the title, the prestige, and what does Tomini have? Camilla Tomini has the longest surface area on any human's face that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, look at that. From starboard to stern, top to bottom, port to starboard. Wait, port to, you know what I mean. But anyway, there is more surface area. That's what she has. I haven't seen that much face in my life. That is a long, elongated, huge. I mean, when I look at her, I think ironing board. I think surfboard. I think of something elongated, kind of pointy in the wrong places. That's what she has. I'm just saying that's what she has. If I had to be shady, I would say she has a much longer face. It would startle me if I didn't know her and I was like introduced. If I didn't know her and I was introduced and all that face just jumped out at me, I think I would be startled by it. So that's what she has. She has that face. And it's not a cover girl face, it's a cover up face. Okay. No, we can't do that. We're not those kind of people, are we? They're so worried about that book. Harry will talk about himself, but so much dirt has been done by the family, and they know Harry knows that scares them. The thing is, Harry is not going after anybody in that book. He is going to tell the truth. He's going to talk about himself. That he's not going to throw in any juicy bits just to sell the book. The fact that he wrote the book, it ain't enough hair. If she had one of Cher's old wigs, that wouldn't be enough to cover up any part of that face. It's not a comb over face. You couldn't. You just couldn't. Oh, okay. Beverly McCaskill says, I think they are thinking of the Duchess of Sussex are listening to them. They forget that uh, the Sussexes are not on sites to hear them or could care anything about them. Exactly. They're not on social media. You know, they're busy, they're working, they have lives. They're doing things. They have places to go and people to meet, as evident by the Invictus Games. They are so full of themselves, but no, they're busy. They got stuff going on that does not include that family. So the sooner they get over themselves, the better off everybody will be. Plus, they're VVIPs now, and when you're a VVIP, then that means you got stuff to do. Uh okay, thank you for that, Vinny Blair. Okay, you guys, let me just check and make sure that was it for the videos. I remember doing 2. I don't think I did 3. I remember doing 2 of those. I wonder what that one is. Okay, I just showed that one. We've already done that one. And so yeah, I think we're good for the videos. Yes. Yes. We're good. We are so good. So you guys, please gather your last thoughts for the day. This has been fun. The information is coming fast and furious, and I'm not sure exactly if the first lady and the vice president are going to go to the Invictus Games, but then again, that may be kept secret because of security purposes. So don't rule it out until the games actually start and end. But don't rule it out. Keep the faith. Let's hope that they will be there. And just because you guys have been on your best behavior, I have a treat for you. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Just a little something. All right, you guys. Please, a final thought for the day, something positive that will uplift us all. Not a compliment for me because you guys being here is all the compliment that I need. Oh, by the way, thank you for the super chats, the super stickers. And yesterday or day before, I received a couple of cash apps. I haven't replied yet, but thank you so much for that. That was very kind of you. Also, let me see. Yeah, that's it. Black Cougar, I didn't know you were here. I love my fellow squatties, our positive Sussex content creators. May the Most High keep them and us under his holy hedge of protection. Amen. Okay. I think that's perfect, Black Cougar. Thank you so much for that. That is powerful, and I love it. And I'm going to let that be the last word of the day. We are going to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. And yes, at some point, I need to make something like the Ginger Avenger for our Duchess of Sussex. But she's so many things all at the same time. it's going to be difficult, but I will get there. Oh, and also I got to work on a video for the anniversary tomorrow. Tomorrow is tax day, and it's the anniversary of my commitment to Royal Sussex. Okay, so thank you so much. Cue Ginger Avenger. All right, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, there is still 726 people. We're done. We're done. That's it. That's it. We're done. Last one out. Please turn off the lights. You don't have to go home, but you have to get out of here. This is the last call for alcohol. No animals were maimed or injured throughout this production of Royal Sussex. Any nudity or violence was definitely simulated and probably not required, but I would probably do it anyway. Also, this has not been a Mark Goodson or a Bill Totson production. Nobody is going to receive a year's supply of turtle wax and a Manor Range oven or a pool table. None of that stuff that you get from the old game shows. None of that is coming. So go on now. Or as they say in the old Western movies, now get. Marion, I didn't know you were here today. Oh, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Now get. You all get now. Just like they would say in those old Westerns, now get. Now you get. Yep, that's it. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Sussex Squad Family TV is on now. I don't think there's any Duchess of Success today, but Thrive with Harry and Meghan was on today, and Miss VSN was doing something today. So yeah. So have a great evening, everyone. I'm gonna go. I know I'm all that in a bag of chips, right? Oh, you should be on a road trip with me. Now you think I might be fun to listen to, but you ain't been stuck in the car with me for about 2 hours. Thank you, Black Cougar. Thank you for supporting this channel so often. I really appreciate it. And everyone else who has shown support to Royal Sussex. Oh, looks like you're a member, Dorcas. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. Sometimes I miss the membership symbol. And there's only one level of membership. I just been like a little bit too lazy to change it. I wouldn't even know what to do anyway. I tried to change it one day and that didn't work out for me. So it'd probably be that way for the whole next year. So don't worry about changing it because I probably won't do anything. Yeah, I know. I'm out of pecan sandy cookies, so I didn't have a chance to dash in the kitchen and get one while Ginger But I tell you what, I forgot I was out of them. I didn't think about it till I had turned that foot and I was leaning into the run. And I say, oh, wait a minute, I ain't got no more. So I just slumped back in the chair. That is too funny. I can't believe you remember that. Okay. Oh, well, thank you, Deborah Anderson. I'm glad you're enjoying Royal Sussex. I noticed you don't have a membership, Deborah. You might consider getting a membership to Royal Sussex. uh Let me see. I'm not to be confused with Armageddon. Okay. Uh oh, does she? I didn't know that. Okay, I should. I'm gonna ask her about that. But then if I ask her about it, then I'll be obliged to do it. And I don't feel like bothering with it. You know how long it took me to get products on the yeah, so I'll ask her about it in about a month. I don't feel like it. It's gonna be work. But okay, thanks everybody. Love you all. Gotta go. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, wait. Before I was just about to hit the thing, and look at what I saw. A super sticker. Thank you, Black Cougar. Thank you. Thank you. Um, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Now, before I hit that end broadcast, if anybody has anything they want to say to if anybody has anything that they want to say, now is the time to do it. I'm gonna slowly slide the cursor up to the button to hit end broadcast. Okay, I guess everything has been said. I guess there's no more to say. So, all right, I'm going to push. Okay, I can take a hint. God. Okay, I'm going to push the button. Here goes. I'm pushing the button. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess it is time to go. The phone's ringing. Okay, bye, y'all.